Milwaukee Tools new 10¼ inch rear handle circular saw, model number 3026-20. The question is it worth buying for you? Is it gonna cut out? Is it gonna have great battery life? What's gonna happen? Let's get to some cutting. Take a wild guess where I got this lumber from. That's why we're gonna leave this at full depth of cut. It's kind of a mess up and down. So a little insight into what I'm thinking doing the cross cuts last. I want to just rip these boards down because first I want to know, with a full battery, is this saw going to cut out on me at all? Am I going to overheat the battery part way through? Am I going to overheat the saw? Can I keep going? What's it going to do with the dust? All those things are just great things to know about the saw before you invest the money, and that's why I wanted to start there first. Some quick specs on this saw: arbor size 5/8 inch, RPM no load 3250, depth of cut at 90 degrees is 3 3/16 inches, at 45 degrees it is 2 3/4 inches, maximum bevel is 57 degrees. It does have the auto stop technology that we showed on the 7¼ inch. If it gets in a bind, it will stop the saw. That doesn't get in the way of the normal use of the saw. It does include a dust port, and that dust port is removable and has a plug. We'll go through the vacuum and everything on that. It has an LED light. It weighs in 13.6 pounds with the 12 amp hour Forge battery. This is a dust port that you connect a vacuum to. I do not have the plug in. You take that out, put the plug on. There's really no other place for it to come out, so it's just gonna chew it around and throw it down. I don't mind having this in and blowing it off to the side. I just wanted to show you what it looks like from a different angle. We could adjust this up, but I have it shooting almost straight down. Kind of gives you an idea of how much dust comes out here without a vacuum pulling a little bit of suction. 3 cuts across, down to 1 bar. That's she's using some energy going across these two, I think they were 2x10s. So it's going to use up some battery, and this is with the 12 amp hour Forge. Let's get a new one. All right, we have a new battery. And we also have the vacuum. Now, if you bought a vacuum from Milwaukee, you might have gotten this end. And this end is very important to this system. It just simply screws onto your hose. But it's going to clip on to the dust port, and it's going to stay there. So use it if you have it. If you don't have it, you might want to get one, and it will simply just screw on, and you're in business. So let's get after this cut with the vacuum. Not perfect dust collection, but surely not bad. And it's pretty sweet. It's nice to have that on a 10 1/4 inch saw. That's not a crazy cut, but I find this kind of interesting that we can pull this out. We are already down 1 bar, 1 cut. So she's gonna use a little battery, but it's got good power, and man, it likes to cut arrow straight. This thing just rocked out, ripping down the 2 stacks of 2x10s, and it did a great job. It will chew through battery. The dust collection is pretty fair for a 10 1/4 inch saw. I think everything about this here is great. Let's go into what most people are gonna do and do a little bit of cross cutting. Let's do a little pushing through some of these cross cuts. If you want to cut, the saw will cut. Beveled to 45 degrees. Probably won't make it through this, but it's worth listening to the saw to just see what the power is going to be at full depth of cut. Close. Three bars now, which is good. We were at 3 bars before. When I first took it off, we were at 2 bars, so it's coming back. 3 bars still. Let's make some starter wood for some campfires and just see what happens. Because we saw the battery drain so fast while we were ripping, almost 1 bar per rip, I wanted to see how much battery it's going to take to continue cross-cutting. And we're in the worst actual situation you can get into, where you are constantly cross-cutting without giving the battery any time to recuperate. So we just went at it. And surprisingly enough, it did very well. It seems to like to have those short bursts of power output, and then, then you come back, take a break, go again. And it seems to be easier on the battery that way rather than that long, drawn out, powerful cut. But either way, it still rocked it out and did great. Big knot. Still at 2. So let's dive right into this saw. It did a great job cutting, and it's very comfortable, cuts arrow straight. You have a removable side handle here. If you want it, it really is nice to use, keeps your hands out of the way, but you can take it off. It doesn't matter. Whatever you'd like to do, that is completely your choice. As with the other rear handle saws, you have a dust port that's on the front, and that dust port does move. And there's a small Allen bolt that's in there that allows you to remove it. There's a rubber plug that would then go in. I don't know on that. I'm 50-50. If you let the sawdust just go out the side, it seems to direct it away rather than just turning it up inside here and pushing it out somewhere else or pushing it up in your face. I kind of like leaving it on, and that's why I did. Putting the vacuum on this is simple. Get the Milwaukee connection. It's really easy. Lock in the back. This is just amazing. No second button to push. Just you're either locked and it's not going to turn on, or you're unlocked and it's going to rock and roll. That is how all saws should be. No extra pushing of the button, but either way, we all get through it. Rafter hook. Remember back in the day when we used to just beg for a rafter hook on a saw? They're on everything now. Onboard tool is nicely tucked underneath, and beyond that, we have a full kerf or thick kerf blade. It did amazing through everything. Easy to use as far as adjusting our depth of cut. No issue there. We had kept this guy down full, even on our full cuts or at a 45-degree bevel. We didn't get through both pieces, but I wanted to see how this was going to react. And the saw did amazing. Tucked in back here is going to be your arbor lock. And if you use a fence, you already have the screw here to screw down and clamp that fence in place. It does not come with the saw. Awesome saw. I think Milwaukee knocked it out of their park. They took everything that they did right from the 7 1/4, made it larger, made this very easy to handle, very easy to use. This side handle, can't say enough good about just having this, and the saw's ability with this blade to cut arrow straight. Overall, if you're in need of this saw, I think Milwaukee knocked it out of the park. They created a saw that doesn't cut out, might eat a little bit of battery up, but you're gonna be able to get this kitted with the 12 amp hour forged battery. And I think that's the way to buy it. All the features are here. Everything seems to be just perfect for this saw, albeit we could always ask for more dust collection. Other than that, I'd love to hear your comments on this saw. Give us a like in this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.